Okay, we want to solve the following differential equation. First of all, we want to see what is the order of this differential equation. As you see in here, we have d2y by dx2. As you see in here, there is a 2 in here, which means this is a second order differential equation because we are taking the derivative of y with respect to x 2 times in here. So this is a second order differential equation. In order to solve this second order differential equation, we want to first find the homogeneous answer, and also after finding the homogeneous answer, we want to find the particular solution as well. Since this equation is equal to 0, we are only looking for the homogeneous answer because this equation is already homogeneous and is equal to 0. So there is no need to find the particular answer for this case. The general formula and general answer for a second order differential equation is y is equal e to the power of mx. Now, if I actually substitute this value in here, e to the power of mx, into this equation, I get the characteristic equation, which would be equal to m to the power of 2 minus 2m minus 15, which would be equal to 0. Now, what I can do now is to solve this equation using factorizing if I can. Otherwise, I just use the quadratic formula to solve this equation. Now, let's see, can I find two numbers that the multiplication of those two numbers would be equal to minus 15 and the summation of two numbers would be equal to minus 2? For example, I can say minus 5 and minus 3. The summation will be equal to minus 2, but let's say minus 5 and plus 3, right? These two numbers, the multiplication would be equal to minus 15 and their summation would be equal to minus 2. So that is our factorization equation. So this would be equal to 0 now. Based off this equation, we get two real numbers, two real values for m. The first one is m is equal to 5, and the second one is m equal to minus 3 in here. Now, we want to find a combination of the answers for m equal to 5 and m equal to minus 3. So we write this equation again, and we say that y is equal to the linear combination of a times e to the power of 5x plus b times e to the power of minus 3x. Now, what I can do now is I'm just gonna find the a and b values in here if needed. Since this question didn't give us any initial conditions, we can't find the values of a and b, and this would be the only answer that we can get. And this would be our general answer for this equation. But if the question has given us some initial conditions, we could find the values of a and b.